Howdy y'all, Q here. Today we are going to go over the DOD Supra Distortion FX55C and why I feel like it does not get the respect it deserves. Let's get to it.
If you made it this far, welcome to the Q Show. Gonna learn a thing, it's probably in the title.
But first, I've kind of got a bone to pick with basically everyone that has reviewed this on YouTube. And that is because everyone always looks at it like, ha ha ha, it's a high school pedal. It was my first pedal too. And I don't really feel like that's fair to it. I have one of the worst editions of this, you'll hear more about that in a second, but this pedal was made for like 20 years. It's probably like not terrible, you know? I would put it in line with like the SD1 or the DS1, honestly, and we're gonna see why. Let's just go over how the pedal works. So it's a pretty straightforward. It is a distortion pedal. It's got level, got tone. The tone knob is a tilt EQ, which means that when you bring it to the lows, it raises the highs, and vice versa when you turn to the other side. I feel like it's voiced in a way that makes it really easy to kind of dial in the best version of this pedal. The gain knob is just that gain, it feeds back in. When I mentioned I have one of the worst versions of this pedal, what I meant was when they shifted these over to Chinese production, I don't know if it was an error or what, but some of them, this being one of them, have a pot that is of the wrong value. And because of that, it gets way too loud, way too fast. Or rather, it gets too gainy too quickly. So from like 0 to 1 is like from 0 to 4 or 5 even on a proper Supra Distortion. Let's get into how it sounds. First, clean. Let's kick it in. On lower gains, I feel it's a little overdrivey, but like it's still very much a distortion. I would put this in the same league as like a Boss DS1. And you know what? I have one. We're absolutely going to compare these. All right, so, but first let's give this pedal its due. I feel like right around here is kind of more or less its intended use. I feel like it's a halfway decent distortion. It's not like super tubey or beefy, but it's like it's got like a mid-Z growl to it that I feel is pretty flattering with the right amp. Like, you know, does the thing. Because of the way the gain pot works, like bringing it up is kind of pointless. But, you know, let's just go through the tone knob so you guys can hear what it's doing. All the way down, super low, super like woofy, I guess. And it does kind of subdue the highs a little. To me, that sounds like there's a blanket over it. Maybe not its best setting. When you move it over, a little screechy, but I could think of a couple songs that tone would be a good fit for. All right, that's it. could dig it. I don't know, maybe I just have bad taste, but I feel like those are like very usable, cool tones, and I don't understand why this is sold all day for like 20 bucks. Like, to me, it's a very cool pedal. And there we have it. What do you think? Is the Supra Distortion underrated? I think so, but apparently the entire world disagrees if the price point of the pedal is any indicator. Do any of you guys have this pedal? What did you think? Has this inspired you to maybe give it a second chance? I hope so. I feel like it deserves a little more love. I would like to thank my Patreon subscriber and you guys for watching.
But if you could like maybe be subscriber number 2, I'd be really grateful.
You know, if you want. If you're still watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on some other platforms if you so choose on the Q. And that was the Q Show. Damn it.